Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're diving into Charles Duhigg's Supercommunicators, How to Unlock the Secret Language of Connection. This book isn't just about communication, it's about connection, that elusive element that can transform our relationships, careers, and even our understanding of ourselves. Duhigg, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist, draws on cutting-edge research in neuroscience, psychology, and sociology to unravel the mysteries of why some conversations click while others crash and burn. He introduces practical tools and frameworks gleaned from spies, surgeons, sitcom writers, and even NASA psychologists to empower us to become better communicators, or as he calls them, supercommunicators. Right off the bat, Duhigg challenges the notion that great communication is some innate talent. He argues that it's a skill, a collection of learned behaviors that can be honed and mastered by anyone. This is a powerful and encouraging starting point, suggesting that we all have the potential to unlock the secret language of connection. The book opens with an anecdote about Felix Segala, an FBI negotiator known for his uncanny ability to connect with anyone. Segala reveals the essence of his success, creating an atmosphere of trust by actively listening, asking probing questions, and reciprocating vulnerability. He demonstrates that even seemingly mundane conversational choices, a silent laugh, an empathetic word, can drastically alter the course of a dialogue. This sets the stage for Duhigg's core argument. Effective communication hinges on recognizing these seemingly small opportunities and understanding their power. Duhigg then introduces Jim Lawler, a CIA recruiter struggling to recruit spies, not because of any lack of espionage skills, but because of his difficulty connecting with potential assets. Lawler's eventual success comes from recognizing the importance of genuine connection, of putting his own truth next to another person's, and thereby demonstrating true empathy. This anecdote serves as a springboard for Duhigg's exploration of the matching principle, the idea that successful communication requires recognizing what kind of conversation is occurring and then matching it. He introduces the concept of neural entrainment, where our brains synchronize with others during successful conversations, and points out that supercommunicators are particularly adept at facilitating this synchronization. To explain how this synchronization works, Duhigg introduces Bo Sievers and his research at the Dartmouth Social Systems Lab. Sievers' experiments reveal that conversations aren't just about the words we exchange, but about a subtle dance of cues and signals. He identifies high-centrality participants, the individuals who ask lots of questions, adapt their communication style to match their companions, and make room for both seriousness and laughter, as the key to fostering connection and group alignment. This resonates with Lawler's experience, highlighting the importance of adapting our communication style and genuinely listening to understand, not just to respond. Building on this, Duhigg introduces the concept of the three kinds of conversation. The "what's this really about? How do we feel? And who are we?" conversations. He explains that miscommunication often arises when we're engaged in different kinds of conversations simultaneously. We might be focused on practical solutions while our partner seeks emotional support, or we might want to make small talk while they want to explore a shared identity. This framework emphasizes the importance of recognizing these different conversational layers and aligning with our partners to ensure we're truly connecting. The book then examines each of these conversations in more detail. The "what's this really about?" conversation focuses on decision-making, problem-solving, and clarifying the underlying purpose of a discussion. Duhigg uses the example of surgeon Dr. Befar Adaye, who struggled to communicate with prostate cancer patients until he realized he needed to understand their emotional and social concerns, not just present them with medical data. This story emphasizes the importance of asking open-ended questions, listening closely, and uncovering the often unstated needs and desires that drive our conversations. It highlights the concept of the quiet negotiation that takes place in every dialogue, where we subtly negotiate not just what we'll talk about, but also how we'll talk about it. Next, Duhigg explores the "how do we feel" conversation, which emphasizes the pervasive influence of emotions on all our interactions. He shares the story of how the creators of The Big Bang Theory, Bill Prady and Chuck Lorre, struggled to make their emotionally inept characters relatable until they realized the importance of nonverbal communication. This highlights the power of non-linguistic emotional expressions, our tone of voice, body language, and even our laughter, to convey feelings even when we can't or won't articulate them directly. It also introduces the importance of matching mood and energy, not just mirroring someone's behavior, but aligning with their emotional intensity, as a crucial element of demonstrating that we're truly listening and connecting. The "who are we" conversation examines the role of social identities in shaping our communication. Duhigg tells the story of Dr. J. Rosenblum, a pediatrician struggling to connect with anti-vaxxer parents until he realized he needed to find shared identities and address their underlying concerns about trust and autonomy. This story underscores the power of social identities to both unite and divide us, and highlights the importance of recognizing our multiple selves and the complexities of others' identities to bridge divides. He uses the example of a soccer league in post-ISIS Iraq, where Christian and Muslim players were brought together, demonstrating that shared goals and equal footing can help overcome deep-seated prejudices. Finally, Duhigg addresses the challenge of navigating hard conversations, those discussions fraught with potential conflict and identity threats. He shares the story of Netflix's struggles with racial sensitivity, highlighting the importance of establishing clear guidelines and creating a safe space for discussing difficult topics. He draws on research showing that acknowledging the potential for discomfort and preparing for it can actually make these conversations more productive. He emphasizes the importance of avoiding generalizations and instead focusing on personal experiences and emotions. The book concludes with a poignant reflection on the Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest-running studies in history. This study reveals that the single most important factor in predicting happiness and health is the quality of our relationships. This underscores the profound importance of connection, the very thing that supercommunicators excel at fostering. It's a powerful reminder that the skills and insights Duhigg explores throughout the book aren't just about improving our communication, they're about enriching our lives. So, what are the main takeaways and heuristics from Supercommunicators? Here are a few key points to remember. Conversations are negotiations, not battles. The goal isn't to win, but to understand and connect. Every conversation is actually 3 conversations. What's this really about? How do we feel? And who are we? Match the conversation. Recognize what kind of conversation is occurring and adapt your communication style accordingly. Ask deep questions. Explore values, beliefs, judgments, and experiences, not just facts. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Loop for understanding and pay attention to mood and energy. Embrace vulnerability. Share your own feelings and experiences to create a sense of reciprocity. Recognize multiple identities. Remember that we all contain multitudes and avoid generalizations. Create safety in hard conversations. Establish guidelines, acknowledge discomfort, and focus on shared goals. By practicing these principles, we can all become better communicators and build stronger, more meaningful connections with the people around us. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.